Hey, good morning to you. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. It is Wednesday, March 31st, so I hope you all have a very great day today. We actually have a tornado threat for today for the southeast as well as a little bit of the mid-Atlantic for North Carolina and South Carolina. I will go through that for you. Also, if you've never been here before, hit that subscribe button. I do upload every single day. Good morning to you. Now, we do also have snowfall that's in the northeast. Now, the video on the very top is showing you the snowfall rate coming down in the northeast. And the video right above my head is showing you the Cape values for the south and the southeast. And once again, I will go through that with you. Now, we do have a slight risk for severe weather today. It's all the way from Mississippi all the way to North Carolina. And our tornado outlook today, 2% is in the green area, 5% is in the brown area. And for the 5%, you have Montgomery, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Auburn, Alabama, Phoenix City, Alabama, and Prattville, Alabama. And the main cities for the 2% is Charlotte, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Atlanta, Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Norfolk, Virginia. So I'm going to go through what I have for you guys. So do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button and share this video with people that you know that may need this information, because it could be a possibility for a couple of tornadoes to pop up today. Now this is 7 o'clock in the morning this morning, and you can see we do have some nasty little cells that is coming through. And we do have some shear, but the main shear is going to be when this cold weather comes down and it clashes with all this warm weather coming up from the Gulf, and it has these westerly winds going to the east. It's going to create some rotation. So really this afternoon really is a big chance. But as you go through 7 o'clock this morning, you can see we have some nasty little hail cores that is passing through all the south and the southeast, especially this one right here. That looks like a double hail. That might be a double vortex right there, so we need to watch out for that. And that's right around 10 o'clock this morning. So as you go through after that, you do see that this is a nasty little area for these hail cores to be popping up all across Louisiana, all the way to Alabama. Then as you get into 4 and 5 o'clock this evening, now you start getting some nasty, look at this one. This one has a nasty little curve to it with a hail core. Down here in the lower Alabama, right around 5 o'clock this evening, you get a whole bunch of nasty hail cores, and they got a lot of curvature to all of them. I don't see no real serious kidney beans. However, you can see the winds pushing through here, bowing these out. This could be some nasty chances for some tornadoes. Now for South Carolina and North Carolina, I will go through y'all's as well. And you can see this long-lived, long-track cell right here. So there is a chance for tornadoes for y'all as well. I'll show you exactly. But as you go through 7 p.m. tonight for the south, you can see that it does dissipate. It turns into severe weather, and the tornado chances have gone away. Now this is your surface cape for today for the south, and you can see at 7 o'clock this morning you already have some strong cape values. Matter of fact, you already have them over 2,000 already, and 2,000 joules per kilogram is way enough energy to produce tornadoes, guys. And that's what you see in all this yellow here for Louisiana. But as you go through your evening and get into 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, now it starts to get serious. It gets over 2,500 in joules, and now it can a good chance for tornadoes can pop up with you getting 2,500, especially with the cells that I just showed you. Now, as you go through noontime, it starts to get a little worse. It starts getting bad for lower Louisiana, lower Mississippi. Now you're getting over 2,700 by 2 p.m. today. By 3 p.m. is really your worst. 3 and 4 p.m., lower Mississippi, and lower Louisiana as well, you have over 2,800 joules passing through, while you do have some shear that will be going on. And then once you get to 5, 6 p.m. tonight, then it starts lowering down. You still have a chance for the panhandle of Florida and lower Alabama. You still have some strong joules. Now this 2,700 that you see right here, this is off in the water. This is more like 2,000 up here, but 2,000 is still well enough to produce a tornado. For your significant tornado perimeters, as you go through this morning, 7, 8 o'clock this morning, you do see it does spark up right around 9 a.m. for a good chance for a tornado, and that's those nasty cells I showed you. That's right across Mississippi, and this is at 9 a.m. this morning. Then as you go through 10, 11 o'clock, it starts popping up again. This is where the shear starts kicking in, and I will show you that. Then as you go through 12, 1 o'clock, it starts moving over to Alabama. Then it goes to lower Alabama. But once you get 4 or 5 p.m., even though you got some strong joules down here, your chances for tornado perimeters are gone because your bulk shear has moved away at this point. And now the only shear you're going to get is from the incoming weather, from the cold clashing the warm. And here's your shear, so you can see, and the shears will give you the rotation. As you have winds coming up from the Gulf, you have winds going from the west to the east, from these storms coming in, and it is giving you some shear going across. Now the wind's going up and then the shear going across will give you that spin, that rotation that you need for tornadoes. Now, the worst part of it was overnight into the early morning. Very strong bulk shear for Alabama and Georgia as well. But as you go through the morning, you go through 8, 9 o'clock, you see the main part of it has gone away, although you still have some good shear there. But you see these little pieces of bulk shear that do pass by right as the storm comes down, meeting the temperatures. Now, this shear still has a chance to create these tornadoes, and this is by noontime today. So please be aware that this shear is not leaving anytime soon. It has to be about 4 or 5 o'clock before it lowers down and all the shear moves off to the east. You see South Carolina and North Carolina. This is 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock this morning. And you see that your cells do come through it, but it's not real strong for y'all yet. First it's in the south, then it's going to be for y'all. But once you hit about 3 p.m., you start getting some nasty little cells that start passing by. They don't have the nasty hail cores like Alabama have. But once you get to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you start getting some little hail cores. And these down here, this is long-lived cells right here. This is long tracks. So there is a chance for long track tornadoes today. Then it will carry on all the way into South Carolina. Now this is 7 p.m. when you have long track cells passing through. You have some nasty little hail cores. And you even got some for North Carolina as well. Then once you go into 8, 9 o'clock, then it spreads all across South Carolina right along the coast. But after 10 o'clock, then it starts fading away. So your chances go away once it hits about 9, 10 o'clock. And here's your Cape values for South Carolina and North Carolina. Starting at 7 o'clock, you see your Cape's not super strong. Once you get to 2 p.m., then it starts strengthening up. You have over 2,200 joules. That's right here along the Georgia line right here, Georgia, South Carolina. It's still strong enough. You still have a chance for tornadoes with 2,200. That is very strong for tornadoes. And this is right around 3, 4 p.m. when it starts bulking up. And around 5, 6, and that's when you have your best chance for tornadoes. You do have some nasty cells, and there is some good shear at that time. Around 7, 8 o'clock, you can see your chances go down. And by 9 p.m., you don't have any Cape values. There definitely won't be any tornadoes, I think, past 8 o'clock, because you don't even have the Cape values to produce tornadoes. So here's just significant tornado perimeters for South Carolina and North Carolina. And as you go through the morning, all morning, you don't have any chances. But once you hit 5 p.m. today, then things start to pop up where you do have chances for tornadoes, even a slight chance for North Carolina. This is in between 5 to 7 p.m. And right when you hit 7 p.m., then your chances start to go down greatly. So 5 to 6 is definitely going to be a magic time for South Carolina and any chances for North Carolina. And the main reason is because your shear. This is your shear, and you see that you don't have really high shear going on yet. But as soon as these storms start moving in around 4 p.m., then it starts creating some more shear in Georgia, and it will move over to South Carolina. But as soon as these storms start moving in and they come down and clash the cold with that warm, then you're going to start getting some convection going on. You will have some shear at that point. This is right around 3 p.m. today. And when you get to 4 or 5 o'clock, then it has the strongest chance for tornadoes to pop up, because now you have shear going on with these nasty cells as they pass by. But once you get to about 6, 7 o'clock, then your last chances is now. After this, your shear isn't even there. Your Cape values isn't even there. You have a couple rogue chances for some shear right around 9 o'clock for North Carolina. You have a couple spots and 1 spot for South Carolina. After that, your chances are gone. So it's pretty much your last chance for a couple of rogues if possible. And this is the overall picture. As you go through early this morning, 7, 8 o'clock, you can see the storm start moving in as this 540 line, this freezing line, moves on in as well. And as these storms move to the mid-Atlantic, they break down. So you will have storms for North Carolina, Virginia. There will be some passing by New Jersey, Maryland, a little bit of Delaware. But it'll start breaking down as it gets to the northeast, and actually it's going to start turning into snow. And this is right around 8 p.m. tonight. Temperatures are starting to go down. Your storms are passing by the south and southeast. And when you get around 10 o'clock, now your storms are gone in the southeast, and you don't have any tornado problems. Now you got this big swath of snow, and this is right around 11, 12 o'clock at night. Now you're starting to get some overnight snow going on for the northeast, and I will show you that as well. But that's what you see on the top video. And as you go through your night, you see that the low pressure system does move over to the New England states, and it keeps all this warm. So all this snowfall will be intercoastal. Then by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, the storm system will continue to move into the northeast. It's still dropping snow on a wraparound as it does leave. And then by 4 p.m., 5 p.m. this evening, all the rain is gone, all the precipitation is gone. Now you have all this freezing cold air in the southeast. And you can see your accumulation good here. This is right at 7 o'clock this morning. As we go through the morning, you can see some precipitation does come in. That's why I said yesterday a lot of your precipitation will be rain before it turns into snow. But as you go through 8 o'clock tonight, now you're going to start getting snow for western Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, and as you go through the evening, it's going to create more. And you do have a lot of mixed precipitation as well. But here's your low pressure system moving right over Maryland and Delaware and going towards New Jersey. By 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, it's moving all across the northeast. And as you go all the way until 7, 8 o'clock until the morning, now you have the system moving all the way by Boston. It's all the way going over there. Everybody's getting a lot of rain, and it's still dropping its snowfall. You can see the freezing line move all across the northeast. And everybody right here is still in warm temperatures. By 11 o'clock noontime today, the system will be gone. You will still get some snowfall that will fall throughout the evening on the wraparound, but that's about it. So here we are right at 8 o'clock tonight, and you can see the snowfall is starting to come down. 10, 11, 12 o'clock, now it's going to be an overnight snowfall. You're already getting some snow for eastern Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and western New York as well. As you go into 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, now it starts dropping a little bit of heavier snowfall for northern Pennsylvania and southern New York. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, it's still dropping snowfall overnight. 5, 6 o'clock, now you're starting to get into some major snowfall for New York, where it's starting to get in around 6 inches or more. 7, 8 o'clock in the morning is still dropping for Vermont, New Hampshire, western Massachusetts, and northern Maine. And around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, then it starts dropping a little more for New Hampshire, a little bit more for northern New York and northern Maine as it stops. Now by then it's done left. It's right around 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Now that's your heaviest of these snowfall that you will see out of this. And this is on a high resolution rapid refresh. So this is HRR, guys. This is the best you can get as far as updated information and the most accurate. You will have over 10 inches for northern Maine. You will have up to 8, 9 inches for northern New York. New Hampshire has a chance for 8 to 12 inches. It all depends where you're at. That 12 inches look like it's very localized. But the southern half will be rain. All this white you see here without any snow, this is all going to be rain. And then these pockets you see right here for New York and from Pennsylvania, this is all going to be a lot of mixed precipitation. And it all has to do with your temperatures. As you start this morning off at 7 o'clock this morning, you're in your 40s. Then this cold air will start moving in from this Arctic blast. And once you get into 9 o'clock tonight, snowfall is already dropping in some spots, but it's not sticking yet. But right around 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night tonight, now the freezing temperatures start to move in, especially for western New York and northern Pennsylvania. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, the cold air is still moving in. Now it's starting to affect western New York as well. 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, now it's starting to cover more of an area of freezing temperatures. And you can see why you get a lot of mixed precipitation in central Pennsylvania, because you're still too warm for this to turn into snowfall for you. And once you get to 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, now this is your best shot for snowfall. Your system's moving by, you have way warm temperatures, and only these freezing temperatures is going to see any accumulation. 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, the cold comes back in. The system's already gone, so there's not going to be no more precipitation. But now you have your freezing weather that is going to be moving in after that. Now for the south, you will see your heavy precipitation. This is for your next 2 days. And sorry to say, Tennessee, it looks like you're going to be getting some more accumulation of rainfall with northwestern Tennessee with a chance for over 4 inches of rainfall. In Arkansas, you're going to be getting some heavy rain as well. Northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, northern Georgia, western North Carolina, and upstate South Carolina as well, we'll see some. Kentucky, you're going to get some heavier rainfall, western Virginia. And here's your 2 days accumulation for the southeast. So you can see also Florida has some very hot spots of over 5 inches of rainfall all throughout north, central, and south. So be aware, you do have some very localized, there will be some flooding that be going on for you, Florida. And here's your shot on the Arctic blast that is coming in. This is 7 o'clock Central Time in the morning. You see the freezing temperatures is coming in. The northwest is all in freezing temperatures as well. And then it starts moving in your daytime heating. But once your daytime heating goes away and you get into nighttime, now it gets cold again. And by tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, now it's going to start moving into freezing temperatures. And deep south, you're still in the 30s. You're not in freezing yet. The Midwest, you're in teen temperatures. And the Ohio Valley is all in the 20s. And so is the Northwest. The Northwest, you're in the 30s and 40s. So as you go through your Thursday, you get your daytime heating going on. And then as you go into Thursday night into Friday morning, now you have your coldest day that is going to happen for the South, the deep South. Now you have a chance for in the 20s for Mississippi, Alabama, even northern Georgia has a chance to be in the 20-degree temperatures. This is going to be very cold for the South. And before that, using the 30s. After that, I believe you're going to be in the 30s as well. As you go into the morning for Saturday, you'll see that you're going to be in the 20s again for the deep South. You have Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. Now South Carolina is getting in on the 20-degree temperatures, and it's going into North Carolina as well, with Tennessee and everybody else in Ohio Valley. You see that you still have a chance for Sunday morning to wake up still in your 30s for the deep South. So be aware that this freezing temperatures is going to be cold, but it will be leaving, and before you know it, you'll be in the 40s by Monday, and now it'll be all warmed up. And now you got some extreme heat that's going to be going on. And I'm sure everybody's ready for these very warm temperatures. And it's going to be a nasty bit of wind chill that's going to be passing with these cold temperatures as well. As we go into this morning, 7 o'clock, you can see it feels like single digits to teen temperatures all over the Northwest as well as the Midwest. But it will go daytime heating, and as you get into your Thursday night into Friday morning, now it's going to feel like you're in the 20s to low 30s for the deep South, single digits to teens for the Midwest. Then as you go into your Thursday heating into your worst day, which will be overnight Thursday night into Friday morning, now you feel like you're either in the 20s or your teen temperatures for the deep South, while the Ohio Valley feels like you're in single-digit temperatures and the Northeast feels like you're in the teen temperatures. This wind chill is going to be very cold. Now I have this moving kind of slow so you can see exactly what's going on with these storms as they move to the Mid-Atlantic, also Southeast. This is your 5% area in the peak for the tornadoes right here, and then this whole big area is your 2% chance. But once again, your Cape values show pretty strong from North Carolina all the way to Mississippi. I'm going to play this for you so you can see the nasty little hail cores that do pass by. It will loop for you again. Psalm 90. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thou turnest man to destruction and sayest, Return, ye children of men. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday when it is past, and as a watch in the night. Thou carriest them away as with a flood. They are as asleep in the morning. They are like grass which groweth up. In the morning it flourisheth, and groweth up. In the evening it is cut down, and withereth. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins is the light of thy countenance. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off, and we fly away. Who knoweth the power of thine anger? Even according to thy fear, so is thy wrath. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Return, O Lord. How long? And let it repent thee concerning thy servants. O satisfy us early with thy mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Make us glad according to the days wherein thou hast afflicted us, and the years wherein we have seen evil. Let thy work appear unto thy servants, and thy glory unto their children. And let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands, establish thou it. Amen. God bless you all today. Hope you have a very, very beautiful Wednesday. It is a nice Wednesday, but we do have a lot going on. We have this severe weather with these tornadoes. We also got this freezing cold Arctic air coming in. So do me a favor, show support to my channel. Share this video on social media if you do use it. If not, just hit that like button, guys. That is just enough support. I don't need more than that. Thank you again. All glory does go to God, God of Jacob. Amen.